Kong East Corps Brass Band will start the music prelude, which will announce the beginning of our celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hong Kong East Corps Brass Band from China.
Pleasure to be here on the recognition and the celebration of 125 years of community service, of being part of this great community. And I'm so proud that I really wanted to make sure I came here because it's a recognition that is very well due. This is a center that my whole professional career I grew up with and I learned a lot from. And so I want to thank the Salvation Army because the 125 years is so significant. And this is the oldest Chinatown Salvation Army Corps in the world. I mean, in the whole world. And you can imagine right here on Powell Street, so many years. And when I was a young lawyer working at the Asian Law Caucus, I used to hang out here a lot with, remember Sam's Cook School? Well, you know, I hung out here because he cooked great food. But he was part of the Salvation Army training corps, training new immigrants to have the culinary skills that they wanted so that they can work in the best hotels and best restaurants in the city. And that was one of many kind of skill building things the Salvation Army did. In addition to the ministerial services it provided, it had so much to do with igniting our youth, giving them leadership skills and a safe place to both play and to learn. The most important thing, though, that I've always had associated with the Salvation Army was its charity, its ability to respond to disasters. Whether it was a local fire here in Chinatown or North Beach or in any part of the city, or whether it was a disaster that happened thousands and thousands of miles away. The hearts of members and the people that were behind the Salvation Army always came through. $60,000 was raised during the Sichuan earthquake on behalf of the Salvation Army. That was a wonderful contribution. And most recently, their efforts to raise money for the earthquake in Japan, the earthquakes in Chile, all of those things, Salvation Army is always there. They're showing their love for community, their hearts always there. So I want to also acknowledge that the Salvation Army has been there in every single disaster, and they will always be here for that. That's why this institution is so loved and so respected by all of our communities, because they do so many of the wonderful things. They're still tutoring the kids. They still have programs here for nutrition. They use the basements and open up all the facilities for everybody in the community in a non-discriminatory way. Everybody is welcome here. And so I am here to help celebrate that. I'm also here for one special thing as well. Those of you who know me may know a little bit about my history, and I'm kind of dragging this on a bit, waiting, because Anita, my wife, I don't see her here yet. She's probably having trouble finding parking. But on a personal note, 31 years ago, with Lieutenant Colonel Chuck Yee, who's here today. The Lieutenant Colonel was the Reverend here, he was the head here. Anita and I got married in this place 31 years ago. And we have our heart here right in this building. And we had our wedding party in the basement with Sam's Cook School. He cooked up a storm for all of our friends. And you know, we knew we were from very sparse roots during those years. We could not, and we didn't see ourselves affording a big, huge wedding party at some hotel or even at City Hall. We got our license there, San Francisco City Hall. But we felt that our roots were always in the community, and we wanted to get married here, and we'll always have a special place in our hearts for Lieutenant Colonel Chuck Yee. Thank you very much for being here. For the whole staff here, I know Major Ponceler is here heading up this wonderful institution now, and I bet you Anita is running. She's furious that she probably can't get here in time. But I want to provide an opportunity as the first Chinese American, first Asian mayor in the history of the city to recognize such an important institution in our community, to thank all of you for being connected with this institution, and to proclaim today through this mayoral proclamation Salvation Army San Francisco Chinatown Corps Day here in San Francisco.
Thank you, Mayor. By the way, you are always welcome to any function, any party. We welcome you. Yes. Yes.